of all the matches to feature in WWE 2K14 for their new story mode about WrestleMania, they featured one of the worst matches in WrestleMania history. And I'm talking about Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. Why did they decide to put that match instead of matches like, say, Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle, or the triple threat match at the main event of WrestleMania 20? Now, I get why those two matches didn't make it, because one, it's Chris Benoit, whole double murder suicide thing, you know what I mean? And that's something we're gonna have to accept, okay? For those who are still fans of Chris Benoit's work, we have to accept that. And I actually understand why Kurt Angle and Eddie Guerrero's match didn't make it on the video game, because of the fact that, well, Kurt Angle is still under contract with TNA. Now, I know some people will argue, well, what about Hulk Hogan? He's with TNA and he's on the game. Well, that's because Hulk Hogan owns WrestleMania, owns Hulkamania, and he can license it wherever he wants it. You know what I mean? He owns it. TNA doesn't own it. He owns it. So if WWE is asking them, can we use your image for Hulkamania and stuff like that, they are allowed to do that. You know what I mean? Because Hulk Hogan is getting a little piece of the pie for the sales for WWE 2K14. But anyway, I just don't get why they would feature one of the worst matches to celebrate WrestleMania's greatest moments over the past 30 years. Now, people would say that, well, because Goldberg's in the game and he's a playable character, and that's Goldberg's only WrestleMania appearance, which is true, but still, that match was still freaking horrible. You know what I mean? There was no special moment except for the time where at the end Stone Cold Steve Austin stuns both of them, gives them the stunner on both of them. That was pretty much it. But other than that, that whole match was boring. It was horrible. And maybe you can say, well, it's not their fault. It was Goldberg's last match with the company, and Brock Lesnar was about to go to the NFL, and people found out about it, and people were giving him a hard time. No fucking excuse. I'm sorry, no excuse. It was bad. It sucked. Okay, that match shouldn't be in that game. Okay, that's my opinion, and I think a lot of people would agree with me on that. Now, I knew about this before the game was released, and I was still scratching my head why, but I understand why Big Show and John Cena's match in WrestleMania 20 was featured, because, well, let's just face it, that match was actually good. In my opinion, match was actually better than Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. But anyway, that's how I feel about it. What do you guys think about it? Do you think they were in the right to put that match in there? Did you thought this match was great? And if it is, why was it great? Okay, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and we'll see if it goes there. I haven't played the game yet, but I will eventually. So anyway, take care, guys.